It is indeed a good morning for Senate Republicans. Over the course of the last, first last night and then this morning, I talked to Leader Pelosi. We discussed ways we might be able to find a way forward. We had a very good day. Proud of what happened. The President was very helpful to us. I want to thank the President. He was extremely helpful to us in states where he is in excellent shape. He worked very hard, drew large crowds, and I think it clearly had a positive impact on the outcome. So with that, let me just throw it open and see what you'd like to talk about. I think the Republican sort of core voters in the states that were critical to us were highly offended by the questioning of the presumption of innocence and the tactics. And I think it was like an adrenaline shot. We were worried about lack of intensity on our side, and I think the Kavanaugh fight certainly provided that and was extremely helpful. It's noteworthy that the one Democrat in a red state who survived voted for Kavanaugh, Joe Manchin. Well, we're certainly going to try to help the President achieve what he'd like to do with regard to the wall and border security. And that'll obviously have to be done on some kind of bipartisan, some kind of bipartisan discussion.
Will a 10% middle-class tax cut be on your agenda next Congress?
Well, any effort on the tax side would clearly have to be negotiated now on a bipartisan basis. And we'll just have to see what, I assume Nancy will be Speaker, we'll have to see what they want to do in this area. We'd have to do it together. We wouldn't have the possibility of doing it on a party line basis like we did in this Congress. It's been a frustration. I think I've mentioned to you before that we've had plenty of women candidates. A lot of them have not won. Marsha Blackburn won. We're hopeful that Martha McSally will win. I'm going to be trying to convince one of our women, for example, to go on the Judiciary Committee, something I've tried and failed the last couple of Congresses. Yeah, I mean, we need to do a better job of recruiting women candidates and getting them elected. Hopefully, we'll have 2 new women Republican senators here shortly. Well, you know, the whole issue of presidential harassment is interesting. I remember when we tried it in the late 90s. We impeached President Clinton. His numbers went up and ours went down, and we underperformed in the next election. So the Democrats in the House will have to decide just how much presidential harassment they think is good strategy. I'm not so sure it'll work for them. Somebody's fired.